Hello, welcome. This is Kippi and Olivia.
Hi.
We are here going to craft up some really cute gnomes, and we're going to start out with just showing you how to cut it out. And Olivia's going to show you how to do. I'll be cutting using our little form, and then Olivia's going to show you how to do the little beard. So we're going to get started. We're going to move some of these things off. This is our new shore bonder mat that I know y'all are going to want because we're already in love, aren't we?
And the glue gun.
And the glue gun. I mean, it is the bomb. But the we'll show you this just straight away, and then you can kind of see the back of it and get an idea. But these are the items, and Olivia started out. Tell them how you came up with an idea to use that to make the tassels, so to speak. These are kind of like cheaty tassels, which are the best. And I was just going to show you this because I made this as my sample, but I want to close it off. You can do that, or you can leave it open, and you can see that is from my Amazon order where I ordered supplies, and we can definitely get that to you so you'll know what the supplies are. So you want to tell them about your
Oh yeah. So basically, I didn't want to do like individual beard hairs. And I've had friends in the past that do costumes and stuff, and they have made like tails, and so when you do that kind of thing, you do like hair tufts. So you do like little sections that have the hairs on them, and so I figured that would be like easiest way to do the beard. It wouldn't be a
each little
mess
kind of like trying to keep them all neat and organized.
Yeah.
We didn't even try it because we already figured out that might be
I'd already decided that wasn't even good.
Wouldn't even try it. But anyway, so there it is. You don't have to do the backs, and you might do it neater if you're not doing it under camera. But so that was easy as pie. So we kind of have a collection, and we were thinking we would try something totally different and make it Miss, where's a little mat? A little rounding. Oh, we don't have it. I didn't get it out, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Darn it.
So anyway, regardless of
the mat.
So what I did for the beard is I took my my tassel maker by Boy. This is probably my favorite one because of the variety of lengths I can do. So for our longest one, I just did it all the way out, but if you want it a little shorter, I think probably the best length, that kind of like in-between length, would be at the 5.5 inches. So what I did was I take my yarn here, and I just wrap it around about 6 times, like you'll end up with 6 strands on the front.
So I guess the more the merrier, except for they push apart right at the top.
But I feel like if you want it to be like thicker, what you can do is you can do like a second layer of it where you go back on top of the thread you just did, but not like I wouldn't go farther out to the side. I would just go like on top of the ones you've already put down.
Maybe
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just cut that off. Or we're just gonna do it this way.
And how many do you recommend that you make across the back?
About 4 or 5 of them should be plenty, unless you want to get real crazy. But
and that yarn, do you think it's the same size as this, or you think it's like a little bit thinner?
It looks a little thinner.
Looks a little thinner, so that might make a difference too. So she's saying.
Well, this is cotton as opposed to the acrylic, and the acrylic puffs a little more. So yeah, with the cotton, I probably want to do.
So then you're just coming in with like how long you think that piece is. Probably the longer the better though when you're starting out, right? I mean, not like too long, but like 8 inches, 6 inches, or what?
Yeah, something around there.
To just tie that little thing off through that little hole. Y'all, this is the bomb. Like you can make tassels. Of course, you can make them like big, thick ones, but we don't want that. I don't know how that won't make a decent beard.
Right. So I just
it's all about making a beard.
Pop that. Or not. There we go. They're pretty fast, so you can make like a bunch of them pretty quick. So then I just have that, and I'm gonna cut the. If I can find it, there it is.
Little ties. We Southerners.
Cut them because they're short.
Almost like little strays, little gray strays.
Yeah. Here. So then we got
So there we go. And y'all can see how well you saw in the beginning, how I had it on the back. But this one she has multiple in this, but see, these are these little groupings. So you can put as many.
And I made some short, and on that one I made some short ones to make it look like he has a mustache. Give it a second.
Oops, sorry about
that.
that.
There we go. See, he's got
the camera.
Short.
So she did. So you can make them as long as you want. How long is that one?
5.5 inches.
5.5 inches.
Or no, sorry, 5 1/4.
5 1/4. But did you make all?
Oh, that one's not 5 1/4. That one's the longest one is 6 1/4.
So what are these?
This one's 5 1/4.
5 1/4. Is this one 5 1/4 too?
No, that one's more like it's either 4 3/4 or 4
Okay,
1/4.
so you can see. Let me see if I can push it. Oh yeah. You can see. So there's 3 different lengths. They all work, and they all have the same size. So I think, maybe, variety's the spice of life on that one.
This one we might need a couple more because it's a little more.
All right, so we're just figuring that out. Maybe
so
just put an extra thing in there.
5, and we'll see how it looks like.
All right, so Olivia will be doing that. And this, I don't know, these parts.
Those are pom-pom makers.
These make pom-poms, so this is really great if you're making our other gnome. And you can check that out at kippiathome.com, and you can make the full-size gnome, and you can use all of these things. All right, so we decided we would use, Olivia has great taste. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not partial because she's mine. So we cut out these beautiful box from, these are really high class. We're very classy over here. But this is part of my upcycle from Amazon. So we'll have this. You can get our free pattern in case you want to make it exactly like this, and we can give you all the measurements and everything. You can find it. We'll have it on the blog. So we're going to cut this out, and I'm going to cut it out a wee bit bigger. So you can either go in there and use your fabric pencil, pen, marker, whatever it is. A Sharpie doesn't matter, but anyway, you don't want to have those things on there. I just kind of eyeball it, to be honest, and cut it out about that much bigger. And I'll have a pattern available for you, so you don't have to do all the guessy-bessy. But we found that using that is pretty rough. But if you ever work with me, you'll know that I sometimes do that. I go for the rough cut first. So let's say we use this. Matter of fact, here, say you use that, makes it even easier. And then I kind of eyeball it around, and we found that maybe the fleece was easier to use. The felt, sorry.
Because it doesn't have, it doesn't ravel?
You probably don't want to use.
No, the fleece would be way too thick.
So,
yeah.
Wrong words.
So you don't, you definitely
right idea,
wouldn't want,
wrong.
You wouldn't want to use like, those, they're beautiful, but like the wool ones, the wool felts, they're like thicker.
Oh yeah, there's like those stiffy
use the
ones.
thinner ones.
Because you want to be able to manipulate it. I don't know why our camera's going in and out.
It just doesn't want to, is that an auto?
Oh, here it is. I'm coming back. All right, we're just gonna see if we can get our camera to focus. I think it's just, it's just looking for something to focus on, guys. Sorry about that.
I think the green is making it nervous.
The green is, so I'll put the ribbon out here. So this is what she chose, and we're gonna kind of go for the traditional Nordic look, and that's why we're just doing kind of natural colors. And the nose, we're actually using these. We got them from I can you can get our we can get our source to you, so you can check that out. But we have different sizes, and we like kind of have wooden balls till the cows come home. So, and then these are they're just pom-poms, and you can make your own or make a tassel or put a button there, or cut out a piece of fabric, and make it into whatever. So you use whatever you have. If you have something at home, try to use that. I go free first before I, go somewhere else with it. So I'm going to use my fingers, and she's going to continue. As you see, she's diligent and organized and all the things that I'm only aspiring to hope to be someday.
But only with crafts.
Only with crafts. Other things, not so much. Olivia, would you hand me that Elmer? Okay, now I found, I use this. You're not going to believe this, but I actually use this when I'm making corner sports. You can see on my blog. I mean, I like to make a really professional looking corner sport. But anyway, you have to watch my video to see how I use it on a corner sport. But anyway, it does dry clear. But this just gives it so it's going to kind of stay there. Because the first one I made, it was going all over the place. So you could, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of purple through there, but it does dry clear. So it gives me, as you can see, it stays on there. So I have a moment. If not, it just keeps sliding around. You got the hot glue, you're getting burned. It's not good.
We love.
So
I know what you're talking about. We love our hot glue.
Yeah, we love our hot glue. Well, not if you're getting burned by it. So anyway, beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to just come on over, and I am going to put my no burn finger on. And you see Olivia's quietly getting the job done. I'm over here yapping it up.
Yep.
Everybody knows what they do best. Okay, so you can see how difficult that was to get a nice edge. So felt is very forgiving. And, you know, I don't know if you've seen my pumpkins I make out of old t-shirts, out of old shirts, out of anything, you know. So we do upcycle. So you might have something left over from something else you can make these with. And the kids are loving to help you. But if you use, if the kids are helping you, you probably don't want to use these hot glue guns unless they're in an age that, or you know, like little kids, you'd have to use the Elmer's. And that's okay. You saw that glue stuck right away. So Elmer's glue would work, but it takes a few minutes longer. And since we're doing a video, I'm sure you guys don't want. And we're doing this live.
Yes,
I don't want to wait.
Let's watch glue dry.
Yeah, how long does it take to watch glue dry?
You know what? I'll get some paint. I'm gonna watch some paint dry.
Yeah.
Well, actually, like with our heat gun, it dries pretty quick.
It is true. Actually, I'll set that stuff on fire with that. Okay, so there it is, simple and easy. And now I got these little things. So this is why we're loving the. You can't do this with the fabric, but you can do it with the felt, which is a fabric, I guess, in its own right.
It's non-woven. It's a
okay. There we go. Olivia knows everything there is to know about felt. That was great, and she knows everything there is to know about fur too. You don't even want to go there. So we did make one. Wasn't crazy about the fur because my real fur that I use is in my storage, and I'm gonna go get it.
Died of asphyxiation or whatever.
Olivia has a lung full of fur. But anyway, so this would be super cute to have a traditional, what I call the traditional fur hanging out. But look how neat that is, right? Not too bad. And it made a neat corner. So I'm going to say this is the way to go, folks.
And you don't have to worry about
and you can
fabric unraveling.
Yeah, you can watch TV. You can get it going. But make sure that you have your blue fingers. We have green fingers. We have all kinds of fingers, but you definitely want to have your fingers on.
I don't have a green thumb though.
Yeah, really.
Except for the thumb, I don't have one of those. Got a black thumb.
She's got the black thumb. I know she grows really cute little succulents and stuff. Don't believe her. And she's actually going to be showing up. Yeah, and she's going to be showing you how to make some out of felt. These are this is perfect for like a little gift. Gave somebody like a little collection of them, you know, a little half dozen of them or something.
You might want to finish the backs.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna give them for Pete's sake, right? For us, we're okay with the back being messed up. We could make twice as many if we're not fooling with the backs. Well, I don't know about twice, but
not twice. 1.25.
Yeah, whatever that number is.
I don't know.
Somebody else do the math. It's not gonna be me. Livy's the smart one in the group. Okay, so there it is, and that was like, dude, that is so cool. That was easy. I know, right? Cray cray.
It's from working at Joy. It's from cutting all that fabric. I can do math, sort of.
All right, yeah, she's on it. All right, so there it is. It's simple, and then, you know, this is like totally as perfect as the world can make it. Well, you know, in my little world, that is. And then you're going to cover up that, and then on the edge, you're going to put a trim anyway, so it's of no importance to even worry about it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the trim on it while Girly is still working on that. And what did you... okay, so I think we're going to put this one on first, and then we'll put the ribbon on top of it, and then we'll use that same ribbon to tie it. And now I'm going to tell you that I think that it might be easier not to use a hot glue gun in this situation across here in some ways, but I'm just going to go dot, dot, dot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did, is I just kind of dotted across it so you don't end up with too much hot glue.
Just trying to find out where the thing is, and y'all know there's no wrong on this puppy. We're just getting it done. It's super cute. I mean,
There it is, and I'll let you know if
she'll let me know.
Y'all,
I'm under a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, they say that you're your own worst critic. I'm the worst critic.
Whew, she's my worst cricket. Cricket.
Yeah,
oh,
Cricket.
she's really good with that Cricket. I'm telling you, you could cut these pieces with the Cricket.
Yeah, I could cut them with the Cricket.
That would be the bomb. Just run that thing.
What Dad do instead?
Oh my gosh. And we talked about, because Olivia does that, I know you don't call it balsa wood, it's not what it is, but what do you call that stuff?
Basswood.
Basswood, y'all, what is wrong with me? Balsa wood, I think.
It's very soft, and I'm
Where am I getting that from it?
I mean, that is a type of wood
Okay.
that people craft with.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
It's very common.
Okay, so Girly cuts that in shapes and whatever, and I thought, that might be something.
Yeah.
That might be an idea too. Then you could like do decoupage on it, or put paper on it instead of fabric.
Yeah,
that would be maybe.
I like it because it's
so we're going to try that out.
A little sturdier than the balsa wood.
I want to come around to the back. Honest to Pete, I mean, I don't like that thing is not there. So I'm going to just try to. Doesn't it feel like I'm going to try to put him. I'm going to try to keep him on the top.
You could just glue him to the top.
Yeah, I think I'm going to force him to stay on the top. So I'm going to kind of wrinkle it in there to force him on the top.
He needs his own free will, Mom.
And then these other balls.
This is America.
I'm freeing them. I'm freeing them from the whole thing because I don't want that bulky business in the back. So I'm just going to try to force him to stay on the top. If he'll behave for me, I don't know if he will.
Kind of looks like a broom.
Please.
Basically just made a broom.
This kind of looks like a witch's hat at this point. Oh man, we're wrong holiday.
There you go. You make a Halloween gnome.
That's right. My lands.
Make a gnome. I love gnomes.
Well, this color is not. This is all year, right? Because he's really Nordic.
Yeah.
He's not a.
He's
not.
chilling.
But the other ones we made are.
What's it called? It's like the Haga or whatever.
Hog. Who knows? Okay, y'all.
Oh, I have a friend.
Let us know in the comments what it's called.
My friend Molly, she knows how to pronounce it because I think she is like, she knows some German or something or whatever.
Okay, if you know what that word is, y'all know it's like getting cozy in the winter, whatever that is.
What is it? It's like Hagge.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
Huga, Haga,
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, we barely speak English over here, okay? All right, so we got to that point, and whew, that took a long time, right? Not really.
Sometimes I'm not sure what language we're speaking.
I know. We've got
most of the time.
Pig Latin or something. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to go with my fingers on and all that good stuff. This mat does, by the way, have a measuring thing on it, but just so y'all can see it, I'm going to do this bigger.
Subtle.
It's nice, y'all. I'm going to want this.
I really like it.
All right, we'll have our supply list. Okay, so the point of this one is that I want to do it so the pretty side is out. So I'm going to start out, and this is my little hook them up there so you have a place to put him on the tree, or you hang him on a package or whatever, however you're going to decorate with him. I mean, he could go on bunting or anywhere. Oops, y'all, is that ridiculous or what? I put it on the wrong side. Thank heavens for the non-stick mat.
Yep.
All right, so he'll pull up off of there. So then we have this, and y'all can see how difficult that was. Whew. Probably should have done the thing first, but it'll be all right. Whoops. Come on, silicone. When it dries, it'll come right off of there.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to put it on the back? Show us.
Sure, I'll do it. Make me do all the hard,
she's doing
heavy lifting.
Oh, that's right. Here we go. They share my fingers. I think I got them sweaty.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, now I gotta figure out. I gotta plan this out, yo.
And I want to tell you that when I first started, I used tape and kind of taped them on there.
I'm just
but
committing.
you could use this is another idea. Since it's cardboard, you can use like a little pin or something, kind of pin along there to kind of decide, turn it over. So, but Olivia's made them before, so she's just funning you. She knows what she's doing. So I put one at one end, one at the other, and then kind of filled it in. So she's not doing it that way. She's got her own method. So whatever trips your trigger, do that. I don't know if you want to do the big ball. I might want to just look it over before you make a final decision.
I think I might need to make another one.
What?
I think I need to make one more. Yeah.
One more hoochie coo.
One more.
All right. See, the stuff is a little bit thin. All right, so that's good. You're gonna do it real fast while I'm doing this rest of this, I guess.
Yes. No, I'm gonna do it really slow.
She's gonna do it really slow, y'all. We're gonna fall asleep. But I think I can, well,
These
I'll
are
wait
pretty
to put the nose on, but
Yeah,
maybe
just give me
y'all
a
can tell
second.
us what you think. That's kind of big, but maybe not.
2.
And you can get these without the holes in them, and you could actually fill the holes in or put something through them or whatever. But
like the wood
you know,
putty.
wood putty. Look, this
whatever.
one's got like a
Beautiful.
whatever.
It's got a booger.
It's got a Calico Kitty on it. We can't have that.
I mean, or
We already got enough going on. We could have it up and down maybe like that because nobody's gonna see. But anyway, I'm gonna go back and
It's
forth.
a little weird. I would put
Oh,
it side to side. Because then it's like, oh, it's his nostrils.
So
or something.
this
I don't know.
one, but it's kind of small and it might be competing with the ball trim. So
ball.
I'm gonna, but this is kind of heavy maybe for this thing to hold on to. I think I'm gonna go for the small, even though it is a little competition, just because I'm afraid that
She's afraid.
if you have trim that hangs down here, you can kind of glue it up in there. But this might be kind of messy looking.
Well, you could glue it kind of so it's attached to the hat.
That's what I'm
At the
saying. But
top.
I kind of made it clumpy on one, and then I used the trim to cover it.
Well, just
You
do
got
it
Well,
right.
You got it. Oh, for Pete's sake!
Just do it the right way. Just do it good, and
Do
then
it
it won't
good.
matter. People
Do
are
it
like, oh, I'm
perfect.
worried I'm gonna make a mistake. I won't have enough if I make a mistake. I'm like, you still make a mistake.
Don't make a mistake.
Simple.
Do it perfect. It's okay, cats and dogs and birds, whoever.
Just do it right.
Wow, look
You're
at this.
good to go.
I'm getting glue on it. I mean, you think that anyway, you actually can't
You know
even
what the
see it.
mistake? That's I meant to do that. That's what you say.
I
That's
think
how
it's
it's
what
supposed to.
the turnover
I
thing.
wanted it to look like that. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, I need that. So we just gonna
All
glue
right,
that
y'all can see how
guy.
perfect we are. We have to make adjustments
I am-
all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Shoo. All right, so if you started at the beginning at both sides and you got into the middle and have to make one, it still wouldn't have been enough. So, because they are small, and that's something to be considered.
Yeah, you gotta look at the kind of yarn you got. And
What is it? I mean, that's like just.
like I said,
What
this
size
is
is that?
cotton. I think it's what, like a 3. Oh, it says it's a 4.
And that's the
I think
weight
the
of it?
other
Y'all,
one's a
I don't know
4.
anything about cotton. I mean, about cotton. I don't know anything about yarn. Olivia's our knitter extraordinaire. Seriously, y'all, I never used, after Olivia got to be, I don't know,
So
you
soft.
were you
I like this
daggum in elementary school knitting, for Pete's sake. She just
I
came
remember.
that way. She liked to knit. Oh my gosh, we'd be somewhere and she's there doing a dish rag for me. We can't even get her out of the car because, oh, I'm knitting a dish rag.
See,
I was like, who else has a kid who's like in elementary school knitting dish rags? Anyway,
yeah, I
I did.
remember in high school, my psychology teacher told me I wasn't gonna get a boyfriend if I kept knitting in the hallway.
Oh my gosh, y'all, that's bad. And by the way, I'm just not even gonna say it. So anyway, all right. So I had a little glue on there, y'all. When I think during the turnover time when I made the mess. But anyway, like I said, if I didn't have the camera on, everything works out perfect. I'm telling a fib. So anyways, lightning will probably strike us at this point. Okay, so
Don't say that.
I know, right? We were in a storm, guys.
It's
Okay.
raining outside.
So this is bad. This is really bad. Okay, so here's our little guy, and y'all can see he's perfectly dressed for his Nordic winter. And I'm only going to give him a little piece of this. I'm just putting it there for fun. He's not really going to have. There we go. So doesn't have anything
He's here
else.
for
to think.
Florida summer.
Ta-da! So
We need to get some
we're actually in
sunglasses.
Florida in the summer, but anyway, y'all have a great day. Check us out on the blog. Make sure you follow our channel. Click the little follow button, and we will see you later. Have a great day.